Hey everyone, hope you're having a good day today. My name's David. Welcome to my Beatles Corner here in my home. Today we are going to talk a little bit about a landmark Beatles album. And no, it's not from the very beginning of their career. It's from basically towards the end of their career. We're going to be talking about the White Album today and how you can spot a first U.S. pressing. So stick around. So I have been collecting Beatles stuff, especially their records, since about 1976. And over the years, I've gotten quite a few gems in my collection. And, I look around, I check eBay for some deals every now and there's so much confusion about what people think are first pressings. And being here in the United States, I grew up with Capitol Records Beatles albums. And even though by the time 1968 rolled around and the record label changed to an Apple label, they were still being pressed and distributed by Capitol Records. So in the last couple of years, I was very fortunate enough to find several first pressings of the White Album. One of them is the fabled 7-error label version. And we're going to examine those 7 errors, and I'm going to try and give you a little bit more information as far as how to spot a true first U.S. pressing. The 3 that I have here are, I should put these in order. I put little post-it notes on here just to make sure I can decipher and differentiate between the 3. This one is a first pressing Los Angeles pressed Beatles album, White Album. This has 4 of the errors on the inside labels, and I'm going to go through those in just a little bit. The number on this, the serial number on the bottom, is 0090491. So this is album number 90,491. How much money do you think I spent for this? Believe it or not, I paid $25 for this White Album at a record store actually right around the corner from the Capitol Records Tower in LA about 2 years ago. So, these are out there. You don't have to go on to eBay and spend like $500. Although if I sold this one and you wanted to pay $500 for it, that'd be great. On this one, I jotted down the matrix numbers. So, on the actual record, the matrix number in the runout groove, side 1, SWBO 1-101, which is the catalog number. That first 1 denotes side 1. A36, the second side is B37, B35 for side 3, and A34 for side 4. And if you're saying, hey, David, first pressing should be like A1 on all 4 sides, right? Legend has it that the first 34-ish matrix numbers were rejected pressings that George Harrison had rejected. I think it's around 34. But anyway, now it's earlier than that. I think it's 28. But nevertheless, first Los Angeles... Why am I holding up my notes? That doesn't make sense. So there you go. And the sound quality is so good on this. It's probably one of the best sounding White Albums I have ever listened to. Which isn't saying much because up until this one, it was like a 1976 Capitol Orange label, which I had since I was a kid, and a like 72, 73 second or third pressing. The next, I gotta get a bigger table. The second one I got here is a first Scranton, Pennsylvania pressing from 1968, and this has the 7-error labels on it. So there you go. We're going to see those errors in just a few minutes, so stick around. Matrix numbers. are, again, SWBO 1 for side 1 dash 101. J46, side 2 is J45, side 3 is J47, side 4 is J44. Whoa, David, shouldn't it be A's and B's? Well, Capitol used several different pressing plants. So each of those pressing plants would get copies of the tapes from Hollywood, and then they would make their own stampers out of it. So this is a true first Scranton pressing. And actually the number on that is A, which denotes Scranton, 1566327. Hold on again, David. What are you talking about? Shouldn't it be a really low number? Well, no. Each of the pressing plants had their own number allocation, and then they might have a letter like the A for Scranton or a dot for Jacksonville. So this is within that allocation. I think it was for Scranton they had up to like 2 million for the serial number. So that's that one. And then I have a first Scranton pressing with corrected labels, which is serial number A1970483. And actually the matrix numbers for side 3 and 4 on this one are the exact same as on the other Scranton pressing, J47, J44, but we can tell it's towards the end of the run or the life of that stamper, because the matrix information is very lightly stamped on there. Side 1 is a J53 and side 2 is a J46. So there y'all go on that. We'll put that on top of my USS Enterprise playset. You can see a corner of it right there. There you go, Scotty. Anyway, so let's take a look at the actual labels and how to spot those 7 errors. So what are the corrections and what are the errors? Well, this is the corrected side 1 label. And if we can zoom in, you can see Obladi Oblada is correct with the dashes in between Obladi and Oblada. Whereas if we go over to the error label, Obladi Oblada, the Obladi and the Oblada are all together as if they're one words with no dashes. How about track number 6? On the error label, it's just noted as Bungalow Bill. But on the corrected label, it is the proper title, The Continuing Story of Bungalow Bill. So there's 2 errors right there on side 1. The next error people point out is Rocky Raccoon. Raccoon has 1 C instead of 2. But you know what? On the corrected label, it's still spelled with 1 C. And it's been this way. I had orange label, Capitol label, White Album copy, and it was still the same on that. So it was never really corrected. But then right under that, two under that, why don't we do it in a road? The correct label has a question mark at the end of the title, and the error label does not have a question mark. So there you go. There's on one record, there's 4 of the errors. But where are the other 3? Well, here is side 4 with 3 more errors. You notice revolution number 1, revolution number 9, both have that NO period after revolution for, the abbreviation for a number. But on the corrected label, it's just revolution 1 and revolution 9. And notice the final song on the album, Good Night, 2 words on the corrected copy label, and it's all 1 word on the error label. So there's your 7 errors right there. So there you have it. This is in no way, like the most concise video. and I'm not purposing it to be that way. I just want to give you a general feeling of what you should be looking for when you're looking for a true first press. The matrix numbers are very important because, you know, somebody could take a later pressing, Apple pressing, and put them in an earlier sleeve. None of these that I got, I think this, one of them did come with a tattered poster, but none of the insert pictures. The insert pictures on these early pressings are, I think, from what I understand, a little bit beefier than what came later. So if you had like a really good first copy, like if this one, let me get this, if this one had the poster and the insert pictures and it didn't have this funkiness on the cover, which may have been a sticker, a hype sticker that was peeled off, I don't know. Or maybe someone thought this might have been a butcher cover. What's up with that? You know, it could get easily a few $100s for that. But this one I actually got in a lot of about 7 Beatles albums off eBay. I think I paid $50 for the lot, and that included a mono first press of Help from England. So that was a bonus right there. So anyway, there you have it. Again, hope this gives you some idea, and this is my first video on this channel. I do have another channel where I do bourbon and whiskey reviews, so I'm linking my channels together so you can cross-reference. So we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching, and I hope we all enjoyed and learned something. See you around.